Rebel. Make sure I pinged the right group of people. $5D. Yep. All right. So welcome. This is Goblin Marine. I am... That is loud in my ear. Hold on. I am a coach in Rebels Rel Division, so I'm an NA coach. I'm in 4D, as in dog. We're going to create a new team here. Just humans, next. Comp. Look up. Yay! Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to go look up a competition now and look up GMAN 5D. So I will be your recapper. I apologize that you got a North American guy who plays at different times, but filling in here for otherwise you wouldn't have anything. So Rebel, let's search. All right. Not Rel. We want Rebel GMAN. Uh-oh. GMAN 2. Where's GMAN 1? Clan. That's... Come on, internet. I do not appear to be dropping frames. That's good. Okay. GMAN 2. No GMAN yet. There's GMAN. Let's see if this has 4F. Oh, it was in GMAN 2. Okay. GMAN 2. 5D for dog. There we go. All right. So I don't know any of you probably. We will see. I do not see all of the teams in here, and I cannot look up teams that are not in here. So I will try and go to rebel.net after this. If I don't cover your teams this week, I'll try and cover them next week, but accept your tickets. The competition has started, so this looks to be 8 people from however many they're supposed to be. Let's see if rebel.net has it. Let's... I don't think it populates, though. This is season 13, I think. Does it have Rebel? Does it have Rel? It does. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't actually have the divisions on rebel.net until actually after games are played. So this is going to be a short one, because if you aren't on this list, I can't cover your team. Sorry. So I'll try and remember next week. So we have Rasta playing Skaven in the Wise Men. We have Lady Killjoy playing Chaos with Twitch Thoughts. We've got the Salmon playing Unix Dinosaur.txt, Lizardman team. And it looks like there was some... If this is a fresh div, there's quite some Greenhorn success here on the Lizards. There is Yudlugar, Fear of a Goblin Planet, playing Goblins. I love it. There is Vivian playing Marry Me Bloody Mary 10, Dark Elf team. Heavy B, the Trumpets Choir Elf Union. They look like they had some GMAN or some Greenhorn and also got beaten up, maybe. A Chorf team by Demurred Nickel, Cha-Chas, and A Grave Tale, Andy Dabo's Vampire team. Okay, I know who Andy is. I've watched his stream a fair bit from time to time. So we'll just jump right in with this Skaven. History, they have 4 games. That's interesting. Their roster, Mighty Blow on a Storm Vermin, a Dauntless Block Gutter, and a Move Up Gunner. Getting an early start pretty quick. Already working on that 1-turner. That broken, busted, game-destroying Natty 1-turner is in process. The other one, Boris Backstabber, is coming along. I'm not that familiar with what you do with a block Dauntless Gutter. I'm more familiar if it was like Strip or Wrestle Dauntless. So I'm sure there is a purpose for this piece. I just don't know what it is. Obviously, Carlo Camp is starting nicely, and Tony Tooth is coming along. This is a Rat Ogre build. I do favor big guys, generally speaking, so I don't mind the Rat Ogre. Actually, let's see. So I apologize. It's apparently going through my microphone in my laptop, not my headset. So that is unfortunate that the sound quality won't be the greatest here. Anyway, so this is a Rat Ogre build. I do like Rat Ogres. Generally speaking, I prefer teams with big guys. I prefer to use the big guys. I like having fun with them. And I don't think they're as bad as some people contend. Like, there are people that just hate big guys. I think they're okay if you learn how to play with them. You can't treat them like a normal player. You gotta baby them. You gotta treat them in a very specific way, and then they'll only let you down at critical moments instead of letting you down every time you go to use them. All right. Next team, Lady Killjoy's Chaos at 11-20 with 3 games. Got some block. Ooh, got a dodge beastie. That's nice to get a head start on getting some doubles. Mighty Blow first. That's obviously starting to be the killer. 3 block Chaos Warriors. That is impressive. So, had a 3-0 over some elves, a 1-3 against whatever those are, and I'm just assuming these are elves, and then a 2-2. So that's a lot of touchdowns on this team. Very good start on development. This early in, have 3 block and a dodge and a killer on the way is big. That's a big head start. Lizard Men. How many games did they have? 4 games. A lot of development. Oh, they did the colors. They got so many colorful names. The Crocs has some SPP. Already got a 16 SPP Saurus. Hopefully that was from playing some Saurus Ball. Let's see what this guy's done. Let's get in here. Come on, internet. 3 Kaz's and 2 MVPs. Whew, those are some lucky MVPs. 2 out of 4 games landed on the same Saurus. What a leg up. So a block Saurus, a block Mighty Blow Saurus, and a bunch of sidestep and skinks. This just screams one of these guys is going to one turn. There's no reason not to try it if you have to. But coming along nicely, quite a head start in this division at 1300 TV. There's Andy Davo's getting there, and there's a couple in the 1100s, but that's a good start. Goblins with 4 games under their belt have a Dirty Player. That's an interesting double. That's obviously a good choice if you're going to foul a lot with him. I think that Strip Ball, if you're more of a ball-playing Goblin player, is not bad. I don't dislike this at all. Sidestep on 1. Getting a little bit of SPP. Got 1 casualty on the Fanatic and a score on another Goblin. Maybe a couple MVPs. The Trolls, unfortunately, not getting an MVP in these games. Just at a Kaz each. But that'll be okay. They'll come along. 3 rerolls is a lot. Does not have the enhancement. No Bribe Stadium, no Wizard Stadium, nothing like that. So, gonna have a fun time with Goblins. Very high TV, I would say, for Goblins. I would probably drop a reroll because then you stand a chance of getting all 3 bribes. As it is, you're only going to get 2 bribes against some of these teams. Or 1 bribe even. Dark Elves from... I'm not sure if that's Vivian or just Vian. So if I pronounce the names wrong or something, please correct me, and I will do better going forward. This team has 4 games, has a movement 9 blitzer. So anybody who says that Dark Elves are bad because they're not as fast as other elves just hasn't rolled this well for the level ups. So got a Block Witch, ready to go surfing. Got a double move up, 1 turn threat. So this guy's like, what, 2 pushes from a 1 turn? So with Frenzy and this guy, you've got 1 turn capabilities on Dark Elves. That's really the only thing from Elfing that they would be missing, is the easy push 1 turns that you get with move 8. This guy's got move 9. They can do it. Got a Blodge Blitzer and Kick. So other than having an insane stat freak, this is a typical elf start. That insane stat freak is going to be good for this team. That makes it really hard to play against this team because they can 2-1 you if they just keep that player on the pitch. That's all they have to do is score turn 8 of their drive and 1 turn you, turn 8 of your drive. Very hard to prevent that if the elves stay on the pitch. They're dark elves, with the exception of the one witch, they are AV8, so they tend to hang around. Next up, Elven Union. Let's see how many. 3 games under their belts. So they have taken some attrition. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I see 10 players, so that's not the worst. It could be worse. They have both blitzers. They have 2 catchers and a thrower, all of whom have SPP. Oh, I see. They got just a lot of MNGs. So if this is an MNG and not a niggle, yeah, just an MNG. So their TV will jump up a lot when this guy comes back. They've got Blodge on their blitzers already. It's a good start. Good start. Got Dodge on one of the catchers. The other's move busted. That sucks because he doesn't have enough. There's not enough money to replace this guy yet. But I would imagine that bestseller is going to be trash banned. That's too expensive a piece, and you're going too heavily on the movement to accept a move bust on one of those guys. I think. That said, I'm not a pro elf coach, and I have seen pro elf coaches stick with all kinds of busted players just to avoid a death spiral. So I don't know how much experience this person has playing pro elf and what their standpoint is on that. Maybe they'll keep this player. Maybe this guy will go on to be a legend. I don't know. I would be looking to toss it in the bin as soon as I had 100K to replace it. Thrower is 1 vanity pass away from probably dodge, maybe block, maybe accurate. Probably not accurate. Maybe sure hands. The thrower goes on the line if you run out of line elves. So you really just can make do with the basic thrower. It's good to have skills on them, but you don't have to, I don't think. Next up, Chorfs. They look to have games. They'll have probably 3 or 4 based on what I'm seeing so far. 4. Mighty Blow, Guard, Block, Block. Yes, they're Chorfs. They have all the blockers. They have the 2 bulls. They, sadly for someone who loves big guys, but happily for everyone who loves Chorfs, don't know who they are, they lack the minnow. I like the Chorf minnow. Everyone else thinks it's trash. I don't think it's good. I just like it because I like big guys. Good start. Going 1 Mighty Blow. This has a pending level. Looking for that to be probably... I mean, they're Chorfs. It's probably Pylon. It might be Juggernaut. If it's a double, it's going to be Claw. It could still be Guard. I don't know. But probably it's going to be Pylon or Claw, I would guess, because Chorfs like just murdering things. So I don't know if it was a double. That'll probably decide. Last but not least, yeah, Chuck, I know it's a trash minnow. I don't care. I still like it. I like goblins and they're trash as pieces. So Andy Davo's team is up last. Vampires 12-30. 4 games in. Oh, man. 4 rerolls. 5 vamps. I love it. Oh, my God. I already got the killer. Already got a palm vamp. Already got a block and a couple dodge. These vampires are coming along. This is going to be just a disgusting, disgusting team. This is before a fresh division starts. This is a Division 5. Coming into it with a Palmer and some development. If 4 rerolls is probably enough. Little light on the thralls, I think. So he's only going to have 6 thralls until he can get a bench. That's a little bit tough to deal with, but Andy Davo's a good coach. I think he can figure it out. He can navigate that. So unfortunately, a lot of people did not accept tickets yet, so I can't go through all the teams. I suppose I could check on Discord. Let's look. Announcements. Where is the division sheet? That's the Beer League. Perpetual Ladder. Come on, where is it? Where are the division sheets and why can't I find them? Well, I appear to not be able to find the division sheets unless Chuck happens to know where they are. Yeah, this div is about to get Dav owned. He's gonna do bad things. Also, Chuck, I don't think you had joined yet, but Look at Rum My Charming Siren. Look at that. It's the only thing Dark Elves are ever short on is speed. Look at that. This team is going to be amazing very shortly. So, unfortunately, a lot of teams hadn't accepted the tickets. I will cover the rest next week. I'm going to try and do these, like I said, at a time that works for Europeans, because this is a GMAN division. And it is what it is. Oh, Shucks got a link. Never mind. So, I need to go to GMAN Fresh Divs 5D. Oh, there's only 8 in this one. Never mind. This is everyone. How did I miss that? Oh, did they? Is that part of the structure switch? They have a schedule, so I can talk about that. So Gravetail versus Cha Cha. Where is Gravetail? So that's Andy Davo with his Chorfs versus Vampires. Chorfs versus Vampires. So I think what I think needs to happen here is, if there's going to be any hope for Andy Davo not just running people over, these Chorfs have to murder him game 1. They need to murder all the thralls and then go after the vampires. Otherwise, Andy Davo is going to run over people. The Chorfs have possibly Palm. They've got AV9. The Vamps have light on thralls. They're going to have journeymen. They have plenty of rerolls, but if they implode, this could be the game that sets the stage for this division not being won by Andy, I think. Otherwise, his vampires risk or threaten to run away with it. The Trumpet Choir versus Wise Men. So this is Skaven and Elven Union. So, come on. Skaven are just starting to develop. The Elven Union is missing one of their blitzers and has the busted catcher. I think this game, I'm going to give this to the Skaven only because they have some mighty blow. So this blitzer is going to do whatever he wants. This catcher can get away. But the rest of the pieces that they have are going to be susceptible to a block mighty blow Storm Vermin. So I think that I've got to tip this one to the Skaven, the Wise Men, just because of that mighty blow head start and the fact that one of the blitzers is out for the Elves. I'm going to tip this one for the Chorfs. I hate to do it, but I think the Chorfs are the more reliable of the teams, and they have the kill skills that they need. So I think I got to give this to the Chorfs. Marry Me Bloody Mary X versus Twitch Thoughts. That is going to be Lady Killjoy's Chaos versus the Vivian Dark Elf team. So this Chaos team has a good amount of block. Has a mighty blow. This Dark Elf team just has the fast boy. I tend to want to give this one to the Chaos because of their superior strength, but I have, at the end of the day, this Movement 9 Elf, you can't ever discount Movement 9. So I'm going to give this to the Elves and say that they protect this Blitzer well enough to one turn and take it. Last up, Fear of a Goblin Planet versus LS-1 Unix Dinosaur Text. I'm behind on my Linux commands and Unix command. I don't actually remember. It's a list something Unix Dinosaur.text. Nerdy name. So, Goblins versus Lizards. Okay, so the Goblins get tons of inducements. Okay. I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, so the Goblins get inducements. They can take a Ripper, and that would put them at 1,200, so they can take Ripper and 2 bribes. Alternatively, you just load up on the cheap weapon stars and don't even bother with Ripper and get all 3 bribes and then whatever stars you can get. I kind of like loading up on the weapon star players as goblins because then you can just let them leave the pitch and it's fine. But the sidestep helps, but I don't know that this lizard team is that dangerous to the goblins. These Saurus can't take the both down very often. I mean, they can, but only if it's the right point in the turn. They lack tackle, so I think the goblins have a shot. It's probably not a good idea to tip for goblins, but I'm going to. I'm going to say the goblins take it. So I think the Chorfs take it over Andy just because otherwise I think Andy wins the division. I think the Wise Men and Skaven are going to take it over the Trumpets Choir just based on some Mighty Blow and 87 Elves. I think, what was it? Twitch Thoughts was the Chaos team. I think the Chaos team is going to take it over the... Well, I thought the Dark Elves were going to take it over the Chaos just because of that one-turn threat. The easy push plays on the one-turn in the Frenzy. And I think the Goblins are going to take it over the Lizards just because the Lizards lack a lot of skills and Goblins can do crazy stuff sometimes. The Goblins could still implode very quickly on moderate dice, not even bad dice. But I'm going to tip for them just because I'm here to have fun, not necessarily be correct, and to get called out on it. So that's what I think is going to happen. Next week. Okay. Next week, the Trumpets Choir plays Andy. So Andy gets the Chorfs, and then he gets Elven Union. So it'll be a nice recovery week where probably things won't die that easily, if things die this week. Anyway, that was 5D's Precap. Let me know if you have advice or input on this. I want these to be good for you guys. Just doing the best I can here. Thanks for stopping by. I will be back streaming in about 25 minutes. I have a game in the Chaos Invitational, which is a cross-league team competition. Until then, this is Goblin Marine signing off.